Grandpa, can you tell me a story tonight?
Yes, my dear. Once upon a time, our brave...
Oh no, not that one. I have heard it so many times. Something else?
Of course, my princess. What would you like to hear?
I don't know. Something exciting, I suppose? Oh, I know, Grandpa. Tell me about when you were a soldier. I want to know why everyone calls you the hero of the Great War.
Not that day, my child. Maybe some other day when you get cold enough.
Oh, please, Grandpa, just today.
Oh, you stubborn little child. Anything for you. Listen now, and listen closely. About that fateful day.
Clear for now. We should lay low here for a while.
Here? Here? In the enemy's fortress?
Yeah?
Have you gone mad? We've been serving ourselves on a platter to the savages out there.
Well, if you have a better idea, please go right ahead.
Brothers, for once, please listen to me. You've enough other enemies to worry about. Why are you making one out of each other?
It's an impossible idea anyways. We are all injured, fatigued and starved. And we are definitely not going to live on the packet of chocolates that your wife gave you. Nor are we in any condition to fight our way out.
Why do you always whine?
No.
All that we can do is stay hidden.
This doesn't feel right. Hiding ourselves in our enemy's prison cells. Somehow this makes me feel like we've already lost the war.
No. Well, we have not. And we won't either. Today is not the day we lose. We will prevail. You will see your wife and children again. And we'll all live together in that utopia that our Savior has promised us. A world where we do not need to march into battle and see our comrades die. A world where we do not need to kill our stallions for the meat on their bones. That very day is coming.
Yes, most certainly it will. As long as our king is still alive, right?
You have always had too much of a cynical mind. Those savages will never find him.
Are you sure? Because so far, they've been doing a pretty good job of hunting us down like boars.
The only ones who know where our king is in this prison cell.
So,
we hid him there together. No one other than us king's guards even knows the town's name, let alone the exact location where he's hiding. How in God's name do you reckon that they will find him?
He's right. He's actually absolutely right.
Exactly.
At the very least, the three of us, we were able to secure His Majesty's location. As long as our king remains safe, the war is not lost, brothers. We still have some hope to win.
He's right.
God be good. I hope so. Why don't you understand? They're butchers. The false king believes in reaching the top of the world just by climbing up on corpses. And I cannot imagine the fate if His Majesty, if he were ever to be caught.
You do not understand. He will not. Because
sure?
then he'll have to go through us. And I do not mind dying in a fight against an enemy if it's for the sake of our Savior. It's an honorable death, and I will embrace it in all its glory.
Still, somehow, despite being a member of the King's Guard for all these years, I cannot come to embrace the concept of death. Why? I just never thought about it. Dying. Although I know that I should have. All this talk of dying, it's getting to my head. I need a drink. I badly need a drink.
A drink. Sure. Let us all go outside and ask our enemies for a drink and a feast. It's the least they can do before they kill us, right?
Oh, please. Why do you always have to create such a scene? Nobody is as perfect as you. You both know me. I always come prepared.
I knew I can count on you, brother.
Yeah. How does it feel?
Fresh wine.
You
The
always-
taste of this reminds me the one my uncle used to make.
Who is it?
You always pull such a stunt. Like, you always just have to ruin such a situation. Even in such a serious crisis, you will never focus on the battle.
Oh, please. I was only concerned about the stress and panic the attack has left on both of us.
Stress.
Look at it. He was going through such a moment of desperation, and now I have solved it for him. It's that simple.
Whatever you say, brother. Who, me?
No, me. Brother, you are clearly worried. Why don't you let off a little steam?
Brother, I haven't had a sip of wine for the past 2 years. And I am not going to break that pledge just because there is a small chance that he might die in the middle of nowhere.
Very well. Suit yourself then.
I am.
I think you did the right thing, brother. I don't think he should drink either. Remember how uncontrollable he used to be.
Excuse me?
Yes. He would create a ruckus at the palace every now and then. How can we forget that?
And oh, during the feast of Easter, our Majesty got so many insults thrown at him. Is that why you stopped drinking? So that you would never accidentally insult our Majesty ever again?
No, it was for our juniors. All the young soldiers, they look up to me. They want to serve the king as loyally as I do. I had to set an example for them as to what it means to be a true leader in every sphere of life. That's why.
They really do admire you. They see you as their elder brother. But still, young blood like them, even they must have been afraid of the consequences of this war. Have their loyalty never faltered?
Never. Do you both remember the announcement our enemies had made?
Announcement? What announcement?
I'll remind you. They had said that they would heartily welcome anyone strong and useful to their kingdom. So if anyone wanted to change allegiances from our land to theirs, they could live there along with their families and with a piece of land for themselves.
Piece of land for themselves.
Yeah. Now here's the tale, gentlemen. Even though all our men knew the odds were stacked against us, the young ones never even considered it. The thought of such a treachery never crossed their minds. That's how loyal they are. And so I need to be a true leader worthy of that loyalty.
That is a fine tale. But I still say, all this act of yours is just to show everyone what perfect of a human being you are. You do like that attention, don't you?
Brother, if I cannot be perfect, I cannot serve our king. I cannot be loyal to the oath. The oath that all three of us took. You do remember the oath, don't you?
How could I ever forget it? How did it go again?
Our Savior, our holy King, we march on with honor.
So the fair maiden may sing, in the utopia His Majesty lives.
Eternal peace and joy, in all things nice. Our Savior, our land, our subjects, we vow to protect, ourselves we may give. Bringer of a world without sorrow, with courage and loyalty, we march towards our utopia of tomorrow.
Good old days, huh?
Yeah, true. I agree to that.
I still don't think I've been able to live up to that oath. After all, our king had to go into hiding because of our incompetence. Thousands of our subjects, men, women, children, all had to die. Because of our losses, our kingdom is now in ruins.
No, you did your best. We all did our best, but somehow we always ended up on the losing side. Remember the battle at Ironclad Ridge? The battles for Span Pass?
Or the siege of Shadow Keep, the clash of Stone Reach. How did they manage to outmaneuver us each and every single time?
Exactly.
I hear you, brothers. Whenever we had a brilliant strategy the crux of that strategy was always broken down every single damn time. It's like they knew where to strike at us, where to strike at us, how to strike at us. It's like they knew. It's like they knew.
The officials we had, they always knew about our strategies. They were the ones who devised them.
No, not always. What about the Crimson Whale last fortnight?
You're right.
We had limited resources that day. Time was against us. Apart from us and the commander, no one else knew about our strategies. It was still broken down by our enemies. How?
And the commander is now dead. Hey! What? Have you gone mad? What's in the ghastly look on your face? What happened?
Could I not figure this out sooner? After what I just realized!
I hope you're not thinking about what I think you are thinking about right now. You really believe one of us is an informant? After all these years, we are sworn brothers.
See? He
Hey,
has never trusted us and never will.
Hey, don't talk about him like that. At the end of the day, he is one of us. Let us not jump into conclusions, okay? Maybe they were just naturally good at deducing our strategies. Maybe it was all just a coincidence. Maybe it was all just a coincidence.
That matters very little to me. You both clearly do not understand what's at stake here. So let me spell it out for you. Other than us, no one else knows where our king is right now. We hid him there together. If one of us turns out to be a traitor, he must be dealt with instantly. If one of you wants to leave this cell alive, then I suggest you start thinking.
Well, we always met our enemies openly on the battlefield, but I do not think an informant would risk talking to someone out in the open. What if that person doesn't make it back alive to pass on this information to his superiors? So let's just rule the battlefields out.
Oh, so now you are also taking part in this little charade going on here?
Let us rule it down to whichever one of us had contacts outside the camp.
I knew. Move! I knew you would come straight at me. No. You have no intention in knowing who the real traitor is. You always wanted to kill me, and you always have. Everybody in this quarter knows the same. You're doing it again.
That's not true, brother.
Stop it, brothers! This war has been going on from the past 2 years. How will it recollect back 2 years worth of strategy? That's impossible.
He goes out of the camp every fortnight to gather food supplies. So,
Oh, please. It's just food. Without me, you don't starve. An entire squadron goes out with me. If I don't bring food, you'll starve. Then who will battle?
but brother, what if the suppliers from that village are working for the enemy? Suppose you sneak some information in there.
Suppose you sneak some information in there? Well, suppose I poison the food supplied by our enemies and distribute it. Kill you both at one go and save myself from all this trouble. Well, you can suppose anything.
Well, the schedule for collecting the supplies was devised by Her Majesty himself. But now I remember of a time when we had broken that schedule. It had not been a fortnight yet, but he still went out to collect those supplies.
The food was getting over. The food was getting over much faster than anticipated. The cook, listen! The cook, he urged me to get some essential supplies if we all didn't want to kill our horses to survive. Our condition was that pathetic.
That was just 2 days before our battle at Crimson Whale. We changed some strategies that very day.
Good job, comrade. Using the story of those supplies and cooking this story up just to save your skin.
Oh, please! You all know how exhausted we were after our last couple of sieges being so tiring. You both are also hogging down the bread much faster than usual, right? And don't you dare deny it! Both! What is this, huh? We are pointing fingers at each other now. Is that the comrade spirit that we beheld for these many years, fighting together for an utopia? Then I'll make sure that you'll be standing for trial as well.
What? Let's keep our personal grudges out of this. I haven't done anything suspicious whatsoever.
But you see, that's just the thing.
How?
You're too perfect. We're supposed to be equals, right? Yet, he's the king's favorite. All the soldiers see you as their ideal warrior. You are a poster boy. Nobody can be that perfect. And suppose I say all of this is just another facade.
Well, you can suppose anything.
Ah,
Right?
Why did you stop drinking with us?
What?
Now I cannot believe it was for those young soldiers of yours. Those fools are all drunken stupors by nightfall.
ask him.
This war has been going on from the past 2 years, and even you've stopped drinking from the past 2 years. Now I cannot believe this was just a coincidence. We all know how uncontrollable your tongue is when you're drunk. Maybe you stopped drinking so that you wouldn't accidentally blabber on something to us that would reveal to us your true intentions.
Is that why you asked us to stay low here in this enemy's prison cell so that you can kill us both and call out the enemies and say to them, yes, the job is done for the price that you've given me?
We were cornered into this place. If we didn't hide in here, you would have been dead meat out there by now. And drinking makes me a bad warrior. That's why I stopped it.
You really want us to believe that?
Yes!
Understand. Even though you might not drink, your soldiers do. And they do talk.
What blasphemy is this? I have always upheld my integrity to create the utopia for our savior. I watched comrades die. I watched my own loyal soldiers slaughtered due to my shortcomings. I have no intention in losing another.
I agree. He has always been the perfect soldier, I agree. But his second in command, not so much. Remember the night before the ironclad siege? That night, he said something of an odd nature. But before he could complete, we were rushed into battle.
What does he say?
He lost his life in that battle.
What do you think? What do you think I'm accusing me of?
You're trying your best to get us caught, right? Me, personally, you took an oath in front of our king to save my comrades and build the utopia that our savior had promised us.
I took that oath with you too.
What's the use?
I too have no motive. So why don't you go and accuse someone who has something to lose? Someone with a family perhaps?
Why are you two looking at me like that? Just because I have a family.
Other than him, you're the only one who goes out of the camp.
Yes, to see my wife and children. You both know about that, don't you? I go back to the civilian camp and come right back. Brother, you even trace my footprints to make sure that I come back to camp safe.
Except when it rains. No footprints then. You do take a bit longer to reach back to the camp on rainy days, don't you?
Yeah, well, obviously, because it's raining.
You are a soldier.
But it's raining. How?
What if I say that your children do not even live in that civilian camp?
They are there.
What do you say about that?
Where else would they be? You both know that they live there. I also brought back some chocolates that my wife gifted me so that I can share it and eat it with you two. You don't remember about them.
Chocolates. Hand me that bag of chocolates. Hand it to me right now.
Here you go.
Brother, look at these. What an exquisite collection of chocolates and nuts. Could be foreign, right? In times like these, when our country is in ruins, families are living in ruins. We practically have no economy. How do you manage to get these for your soldier buddies?
My uncle. You both know about my uncle. He's the one who bought them.
Your uncle. His uncle. The one that makes fresh wine,
The
right?
same uncle.
The one that no one has ever seen or heard of. Sending chocolates in times like these? Unlikely!
What are you trying to say, huh? I don't understand your insanity.
That offer.
That offer.
Remember?
Yeah.
That offer, the false he had made 2 years back. to join hands with him so that you can get a pretty big piece of land for you and your family. You took that offer.
No, I did not.
I bet being the king's guard, who has access to the king and all his plans, must have gotten a pretty big piece of land for yourself. A mansion perhaps, who knows, was all of this for a piece of land?
All of this?
All of this? How could you, comrade?
Brothers, all I have and wish to have is my family. No land or castle, please understand that.
You may be right, but as I can try to understand why you did what you did, I cannot forgive it.
When you both are wrong, brothers. You both are wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Come here.
It had to be done. Raju, it was necessary, right? Somebody please say, it was necessary, right? It had to be done, right? It was necessary. It was. It was. It was necessary!
That big wolf, he and his family were way too loyal to the king. How could he ever do something like this?
But you did. Why? We took an oath together.
Oath? I took that oath to protect our savior! The man who will bring us utopia! Was our king that savior anymore? No. My new majesty was. Your king and his foolish desire to save only his own life killed thousands of us every time. This oath was not meant for him. Our enemies, yes, they are brutal. They kill anyone that is weak, leaving a trail of corpses behind. But maybe that is the only way to create the utopia. Oh. Now the strong ones who survive will have double the resources to live on. Full bellies, no wars, no famines. It might not be the ideal way to create the utopia, but it is the only real way to do so. My new majesty says that this time, if people die, it would be for a noble cause. I believe in him. He is our true savior. I am fulfilling my oath.
No. Your majesty? What about our majesty? How did you inform them? How did you inform them about our plans?
I sneaked out of camp multiple times.
Lord.
Who would dare to report me? My young loyal soldiers? The ones who even sensed something died in the battlefield the very next day. They were weak. The utopia our savior wants to achieve demands sacrifice. You were absolutely right about everything, brother. I had to be perfect. Every move of mine had to be spot on. I knew if I just killed him, you would have retaliated and killed me. That's why I turned him against you.
I know now. I know.
Any last words, brother? I promised your warriors death. Isn't that what you wanted? Isn't that?
Because like you, also wanted to die. Fighting an enemy. Not a brother! Cannot forgive you this time.
Brother! I'll kill you! Come here. I always told you, didn't I? That pocket was not for keeping a drink! That's pretty much it, my dear. I got everything I ever wanted. I came to be known as the hero who ended the war. The old king, along with his royal family, was executed. Under a new king, we flourished. He killed thousands, killed all my friends. But the kingdom got what it wanted. I got what it wanted. The utopia for the kingdom. All because of the decisions I made in the cell that very day.
Grandpa, you saved our kingdom by killing all the traitors. I'm so happy. You know, you'll always be my hero. Are you happy?
What? Am I what?
Grandpa, are you happy?
Am I happy? Perhaps one day, when I have the drinks with my brothers, when they always wanted, I'll get to know. I'll get to know.